says was live above my head. That means you caught the replay. Type hashtag replay. That way I can welcome you. Let me go backwards a little bit so you can see better. When you get here, say hi. Keyword is journey. Type the word journey and check your messages. Let me get everything set up here. So I have my interchangeable frame. It's called the Fancy Frame on Etsy. If you type the word journey and check your messages, you'll be able to, there's a link there for this frame. You can also get inserts for it there while you're at it. So let's see who's here in Facebook land. Hi, everybody. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Jinya. Hope everybody's good. We are going to start by painting this in Nominee. We're going to use this beautiful metallic chalk paste to paint this. And it's going to turn this like wood frame into something really pretty. And you can paint your frame, of course, any color. This is just what I'm choosing to do. I like to keep it kind of neutral. That way the frame can stay the same. I actually had one in here that I had actually painted red. And it got broken. It fell from the thing. So I am making a new one and painting it carefully with my Nominee paste. What are you guys up to? Are you in the storm path? What is happening to you? Hi, Pat Hill. Hopefully you're fine. We are basically fine. I've had my water running since when? Friday night? I feel like it's such a waste of water. Like, why can't they just make the pipes better so I don't have to run my water? Because if I don't run my water when it's this far below zero for this long, our pipes will freeze and we'll have a whole nother mess. So basically my faucets are all, it's not necessarily dripping. They're kind of on a slow, steady, I don't know what you would call it, just not a drip, but a little more than a drip. How about that? And it's probably got to stay that way until Wednesday or Thursday, maybe. It's nuts. I'm doing good, Donna. How are you doing this call? Hello, Christy McKinney. How are you? Let me get this pulled up. I'm just going around and painting the edges of this frame. All the detail on it. Thanks for the sprinkles. Hi, Karen. How's it going? We're okay. Just got a little snow and ice. Very windy and cold. It is very windy and cold. Did you see my reel that I posted this afternoon? I intended to just, I got a little distracted because I intended to like show you guys what my street was like, which is no different than the day before. And, you know, I'm out in the garage cutting all your orders on my laser, trying to keep my laser warm with, I got a space heater on my laser. And then because there's water that runs through it, so I'm trying to keep that from freezing. But also get your orders run. And then this lady just comes down the hill and, I mean, she obviously hasn't driven in the snow and the ice before because while I was filming, she crashes it. Like she comes down and then she tries to turn left, but she can't because she keeps sliding and she totally ran into this truck, this beautiful big black truck, and just scraped the side. I didn't get it on video. I thought I did, but you can hear it in the background. So if you saw that video, but you listened to the end, you didn't listen to it at the end, oh my gosh. It would have been sick if that was my truck. I would have been sick. Christy says, I'm in Washington State. No storm there. No, you guys had great weather for the game last night. Was it last night? Sorry, I actually don't know. Was it last night or the night before? I think it was last night. Okay, so this frame, you're going to need to glue it to this back part, okay? You know it's the back part because it's so big, and you're going to have a hole here. That's so you can punch out your, you can punch out your insert, okay? So I'm just gonna take some wood glue, and I'm not gonna worry about painting this part, okay? 70. Oh my goodness. Hello, Charlene. Did you have to take Missy to school? Or were you canceled? Yeah, I'm still looking at the weather. I don't know how my trip to Nashville is going to go on Wednesday. I guess that's a tomorrow decision. I can always delay it by a day if I need to, I guess. Anybody near Nashville telling me how the interstate is? That would be great to know. Hi, Wendy. I'm sorry. Hello, Wanda. I need new contacts. Yes, it is terrible. I hope everybody survives this unscathed. Okay, so I'm just going to set this on here. Probably should have waited for my paste to dry a little bit more. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is clean up this inside. Because I definitely want this inside to dry before I put my insert in it. Otherwise, it's not coming out. Okay? Hi, Florine. Florine, I'm working on your order. Thank you for your giant order. I just have one more thing to cut, and then hopefully if the mail comes tomorrow, hopefully if we actually get mail tomorrow, it will go out for you then. Hi, Denise. Okay, so we're gonna set aside this is the base of our frame, okay? And then I did cheat a little bit, just a little bit. I spray painted my cutouts and my insert. Do I need to do anything with this? No. We need our insert. So what I do is I take my spray paint outside and give it 2 light coats. And it paints everything so fast. So I'll show you what I use. I just want to make sure it's dry. Oh, it's totally dry. And it dries so quick, you guys. So this is the paint. It's a bright white. It works good if you just want like white or black or whatever. This is what I used to paint my insert and my pieces. So it's a little bit of a cheat. But here we are. So I'm going to get my cutouts out of here. This is just an old box. That I have lots of boxes. And we're going to get our things out of here. Some of these letters are individual, some are together, some of the words. But it's just going to be so cute. How's Deborah? How are you? You live in a nice warm place, don't you, Deborah? I'm guessing you were not affected by all of this drama with the storm. I hope not. Okay, so what's really nice about this is what I've noticed is that, says I was trying to reconnect. Okay, is that my when I spray painted it, it's very smooth still, okay? So I don't think I'm gonna need to sand at all. Everything is in the middle, so I'm just trying to line this up so it's easier. Always. Lead you home. May your, okay. This will just make your life a little easy. But I am going to wax it, okay? Thank you, Cindy. How are you? Hi, Roz. Welcome from California. You're another friend who probably has missed this lovely storm, huh? But my daughter's in Mississippi. Oh, I bet it's a complete mess. She's in the ice range, probably, like me. It's an absolute mess. Now, today they said we would get some melting, which I agree. I'm from Michigan. It doesn't have to be, it does not have to be above freezing necessarily to get some melting on the roads if the sun is out. But here's the thing. We've got very little melting, like almost none. Thank you, Brenda. You know what I like about it? What side is it on? See this back part that says Go Blue right there? My husband bought this for me. Thank you, Brenda. And when I put it on today, I went, oh, I didn't remember that it had this on the back. Anyway, I thought it was cute. Why do I have another Y? Oh, because I need two Y's up here. Okay, I think we're good. Everything is ready to go. So, like I said, we're going to use this reusable silkscreen transfer. You can use this over and over and over again as long as you take good care of it. It says, oh no, that's not good, Deborah. May your journey always lead you home. So the key word is journey. So type journey and check your messages. Hello, hello. Isn't it so cool? Thank you so much. I don't remember where he got it. Online, 100%. I will say it's a little, like I usually like my hoodies to be a little loose. This one's kind of form-fitting, but. Hi, Jen. Hi, Linda. Okay, let's get all this put on here. You know what? This is what we're going to do. I did all that, and now I'm flipping it over. We are going to do the small letters like this. And then we're going to do the big letters. I'm going to flip it over. And you know what? I didn't grab any of my paste. I was just so excited to go live. I think what I have is right here, so I should be good, but. Okay. May your, and then we're going to do always. And if we have to adjust any of them, we will, but usually when you flip it over like this and get pretty close. Oh yes, Stephanie, we found out early yesterday that we were going to be closed on Tuesday. But to be quite honest, if the sun doesn't hurry up and it doesn't warm up a little bit, I can guarantee school will be canceled Wednesday also. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to predict it. I mean, I'm going on a trip anyway, so I don't need to be at school. But there's been zero melting today, so unless it gets above freezing super fast tomorrow, I highly doubt. Rochelle, 11 inches. Oh my goodness. Yeah, a friend of mine lives in Ohio. She said they got 2 feet of snow, which still, I'd rather take 2 feet of snow than a half an inch of ice or an inch of ice, which is what's out there. Personally. Because at least I can drive on the snow. All right, I'm going to adjust my S and my Y. Oh no, I went the wrong way. Nancy? I went the wrong way with the Y and the S. Let's do it this way. Come on now. Okay, everything else turned out good, and then we're going to lay these down because we're going to do all this in basically one color. Not much melting on the roads here today. All we got in East Texas is ice. Same. Ice. We got some flurries, but flurries are not snow. We got just some flurries. But I gotta tell you, there's probably nothing prettier, in my opinion, than watching a red cardinal in the white, well, it wasn't snow, but in the white, whatever it is, like looking for food. We have this cardinal, and I took a picture. I was going to post it last night, but my picture was not great. My H is upside down. If it doesn't fit perfectly, guys, if your letter can be either way, flip it around, okay? This cardinal, and he was like fighting all the other birds. Not fighting, but going after him. Hi, Vicky. How are you? You have nothing in, but it is cold. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I'm going to be honest. It was in the sun. It was not horrible. There's no wind. Normally we get a ton of wind in North Texas, but it's not windy, so the wind chill's got to be not a huge factor today. You know, if you fuzz your transfer, which I don't even know if I did, and you hover over it pretty well, it's not too hard. But I've had a lot of practice. Thank you for saying that. Ice is bad. 2 of 3 I played pinball. My husband's truck. Oh no, that's basically what this lady did today. She ran into this guy's truck and it was so sad. Okay, so I'm about to tell on myself. Because I didn't prepare. And why is it showing me? I keep disconnecting. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Probably the ice. Hopefully I'm still there. I'm still wearing my pajama bottoms, you guys, but I gotta grab my green. So you're gonna see that I'm wearing my pajama bottoms. So it is what it is. We're calling me out today. These are the warmest pants I got. So I've been in them many days. Many days. Okay, because I realize I need them for this. Oh, good. It's a mess there? Oh, no. Give me an update tomorrow and tell me if I should wait a day before I go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do the leaves in meadow. And then we're going to do the rest in black. So I am doing black last, mostly because it is the darkest color. And I don't want it to, it's just easier to do your lightest colors first, okay? So we're gonna lift. Now, tell me in the comments if you think I'm not that it's cheating. If you prefer to watch me paint the cutouts white, or are you fine with me showing up here with these already painted for you? I see my Y is a little wonky here. So do you prefer me to paint them ahead of time? Because you get the gist. Or would you like to watch me do it? I can't promise I'm going to do it every time. But it saves me time, and it would save you time watching me. Oh, good, Charlene. Oh, good. Everybody else is in their pajamas. See, I don't even match. But nobody can see me, so who cares? Except for you guys who don't mind. Oh, well. I'm fine with you painting ahead of time. Thank you. All right. Thank you, guys. Well, I just figured maybe it would be, you know, if I don't have to paint them live, then we can get to the nitty-gritty a lot quicker. And I may or may not have time to do them ahead of time, but if I can, I will. Especially if I know I'm going to paint them white, because I really just have white and black spray paint. So that's probably when I'll do it. So this is just black chalk paste. You do whatever colors suit your fancy. I wanted to keep this one pretty neutral. Just take your paste, run it over the cutouts. We did not get mail today. I told you guys we haven't had mail since Friday. I have not had any mail at my house since Friday. I'm glad they're keeping them safe, but I still think it's weird. I think it's weird that we don't get mail. Did you, Sandy? It's funny because I'm like, I almost put jeans on, but yeah, okay, so I'm trying to think of the days. On Saturday, I wore these pajama pants all day, and I was perfectly fine and warm. And on Sunday, I got dressed, meaning I wore jeans, and I was cold all day. And I don't know what day of the week it is today. Monday. Today is Monday. And I decided I wanted to be warm. Plus, I've been out in my garage. And so I wanted to be warm. And in my slippers. No, I did switch to boots, I guess. Ah! I will say, do you see how I did a little stamp there? If they flip over, you're going to be fine. Because I have flipped mine over so many times. And it hasn't smudged. But I made a little Y on my desk. Okay, this you're going to clean in your sink with water and a board eraser. What happened to the rain, sleet, or snow, the mail? Exactly. Isn't that like their motto? Because I feel like in Michigan, we always got mail. And I know I said this the other day, but it just seems weird. It's not like they had different trucks. It's just my opinion. But you know what? Keep them home. I just know I won't get mail. Nothing comes or goes. This is why when there's big delays, if there are storms in the area where your package has to go, like if the mail carriers don't work, your package isn't going anywhere. Yeah. Jeans, they're uncomfortable and they're not warm. Though a lot of my jeans have stretch to them, so they're pretty comfortable, but they're not warm enough. Yeah, we don't get plows. Here in the South, there are 0 plows. They don't exist. I don't know how that got wet. Back then, it was out. Oh, you know what, Charlene? Good point. Charlene is saying that the reason they say rain or sleet or snow, yeah, Vicky, I know, is because it used to be on horseback, and horses can go through anything. That's probably why. Good point, Charlene. Hi, Lori. Yes, see, Rochelle, okay, I am not wrong. All right, so then I'm just going to lay my cutouts on here. And I think the word journey goes much higher. Make a plan before you start gluing. Even I do that. Even Nancy does that. May your journey always but this is going to be, no, think this will be fine. Lead you home. And then these doolalies were like here. Okay, so let's lay this out a little better. Sometimes if you look at your transfer to lay it out, they do need sleds. Oh, they're like on a curve between the U and the N. May your... You guys, there was a tragedy that happened, I guess, yesterday in North Texas. Always lead you. I guess some teenagers, 2 girls, were on sleds being pulled by a Jeep. Not a good idea, but it was a thing that happened. And they hit a curb, or I guess the sleds jumped a curb, and one of the girls did not survive because they hit a tree. And I just thought, why did you, I mean, it's just so sad that this didn't have to happen, right? Like, just get on your sled, find a hill, and, like, do the right thing here. It's just so sad when I heard it. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Okay, and then, now that I got that where I want it, because I'm having a little trouble getting this straight, I'm going to get my trusty metal thing out to help me guide me. No, I do not. Because this is just an insert. We've got the frame drying behind us already. But thank you for asking. Yeah, I don't know if you heard the story, but I heard it on the news today, and I'm just thinking this family now is dealing with the unthinkable. I don't know. So sad. Jace did not have to go to work, but he chose to go to work. He gets so squirrely when he's home too long. You guys, during COVID, when we were all stuck home, that man was not good during COVID. He could not handle working from home. He did not like it. So he went into work. He's probably going to get caught up on, who knows, a ton of emails or whatever. But he went in early this morning at 6 a.m. and he's still there. But he was getting serious cabin fever. Isn't that so sad, Lori? It just... so unnecessary. Am I really... Why do I keep cutting out, you guys? I'm so sorry. I promise you I'm still here, having no issues on my phone. All right, well, let's get this all laid out since I keep getting kicked out. Sometimes it's Facebook and sometimes it's me. Yeah, it's so, and one of them is in critical condition too. One is survived and one did not survive, and the other girl, I think it was, I don't know if it was all girls or whatever, but thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. But just like the girl driving on the road today and then hitting that truck while I was recording completely, like, you know, it's a very I live in a very hilly neighborhood. Extremely hilly. Like, for running, it's not super fun. But, like, you don't even hit the gas when it's icy. She was going too fast for the conditions for that. Am I? Okay, good, Charlene, because it keeps cutting out on my end. Good to know I'm not cutting out for you. Okay, we're just getting this all glued on. And you could totally do this right on the insert. You don't necessarily need the cutouts. But I have them, so I'm going to use them. The driver was also 16. For some reason, I don't know this to be fact. I feel like the driver was a boy. But that could just been in my mind thinking, oh, it must have been a boy. But the driver was fine because the driver didn't hit the curb. It was the sleds. They just said it is undetermined if there'll be any charges. But I'm thinking, you know what? This was just, now this kid who is driving, boy, girl, doesn't matter, has to live with this, whether they, I mean, it's, you know, when you're that age, you don't really think, and it's just, I'm frustrated about it. It makes me sad. Having raised 2 kids and knowing how hard it is to, like, I'm not even blaming the parents because I think sometimes you just get lucky and sometimes they just make a bad decision that lasts too long. But now this kid's got to live with this on their mind. It's so sad. So sad. All right, let's get our thing. She hit pretty hard, you guys. It was hard. And then she hit the car and then she slid, Rochelle, and just scraped the side. Hi, Marilyn. I am staying warm. Thank you for saying that. Okay, guys, so here's the frame. I just got to figure out, this only goes in the frame one way, okay? So the insert is cut and then it only goes in one direction. Oh, this is so pretty, you guys. I love it. And then when you're ready to pop out the frame, you can get the inserts for this on my tomorrow, Wednesday, Charlene. You just put your finger back here and push, okay? But these you can get separately, okay? But look at this. Isn't this so pretty? I think this turned out adorable. Hi, Aletta, how are you? You guys love this? Just simple black, white with the gold frame. I think it would be pretty with a black frame too, actually. But this way, then keep your frame kind of neutral, then you can change it out, okay? All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm glad you liked the pre-painting. I may do that more. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Make sure you're in the Perks program before you make any purchases. You know that. And type the word journey. Bye, everybody.